Yo, 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 what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. And man, you can get content from some of the weirdest people, but it is a good conversation to have. And me and I won't put his name out there, but another knowledgeable breeder. We had this conversation. What is the weird fascination? And y'all see a couple people do it on my page, with y'all saying that people shouldn't post their old productions. I have friends, and that'd be like Sean from Blue Forest, Jake Lipton. These are originals, people who literally are the reason that there is an American Bully, that organized this shit. Even somebody like Larry Durant, but we can go through the names, the list, Danny Novoa, just on and on and on. Gary from Premier. These are people who really put this shit together. Memo Loke, Double S Squad. They don't breed much anymore, if at all, but it's like you're telling them they're not allowed to post their old dogs when they started the game that you claim that you want to be a part of. It's a strange ass thing. And the funniest part is, like with me, I always find it weird because my catalog goes back to the beginning, of course, with Hallie being the first champion. Then, of course, it's around that time, like with the fun shows, I had a lot of dogs in the fun shows, like the original Bolo, and I had Steel, Tyson. We had some shit. But it's like 25 years of dogs where, you come into the Denzel era. And Denzel era was right after the De Niro era. De Niro was another big name show-winning dog. Unfortunately, they murdered him. But then, when you come into the Denzel era, you have Biggie, you have Denzel, you have Rome, you have Jordan / Barack, and you have Bocephus, a 5 champion litter. And it just sort of like, that really lit up the D-Line era where you start getting all of the dogs. Castro, Brahman, that litter had 4 champions in it because 2 of the girls champed out. You had Jax, you have Bolo, you have Vin Diesel, you have Ganman, one of my best structure dogs, period. Well, him and Castro. But I mean, I can go on and on. The list goes on and on of productions all throughout the years. Denzel too, I think I already said. Jax, Pantera, Evo. We were doing our thing. Excuse me. I think didn't have to sneeze. Thought I had to sneeze. But anyway, why should breeders, whether it's breeders posting stuff like, Oscar every now and again will hit you with an old dog. But why is it like controversial that somebody is posting their catalog? I post current dogs. Like when Mandela was current, I would post him and y'all would still talk about Denzel. Oh, he's old. Why don't you show us something else? I show you Mandela, who is doing his thing, producing dogs, producing champions. Mandela, he's got over 20, it's like he should be close to 30 champions. He had 4 champions in that one litter that was produced by Brian over there at BBB Kennels, and literally he has the only dog that's champed out in the ABKC, and AKC, and that was in that I think that was in lure coursing that the dog won in. But anyway, I post Crusher. Crusher is still current, still winning. That's Rico's dog, still winning weight pulling competitions. And I know I'm babbling on because I can tell y'all about dogs that come from this family and are directly from my studs or from my camp, left and right. But Lord forbid you post a picture of a dog that may not be living or is older now. They somehow feel like that's a shot at you. And I'm confused because when I'm on other people's pages, like a lot of the pit bull pages, they post old dogs all the time. Like, this was a great badass dog and there's respect shown to it. When people post Remy, oh, that's an old, that don't fit now. If you post King Kamali, I saw him try to shit on King Kamali. I saw him try to shit on Hef. Y'all are weird, man. And it's weird when you shit on the dog, but then it's even more weird when you try to shit on the people who were accomplishing things as if their accomplishments should go away. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You can't tell Michael Jordan he ain't Michael Jordan. You can't tell Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, Wayne Gretzky, Floyd Mayweather. You can't tell none of these people that about their greatness. Greatness is transcending. Y'all are doing some weird shit because y'all really don't want to show what the real American Bully looks like. So y'all would much rather keep on trying to put a negative spin on everything and defer from the fact that we can never get to the topic of y'all dogs dying, being deformed, flunking DNA tests, having breathing issues, And I not tear the dogs down that even y'all said was popular. We did it on the live yesterday. There's no such thing as a Rocco line. All those dogs died young. Rocco lived. They died. It's no Rocco line. Y'all show me the Rocco line. Y'all show me the Dax line. 5,000 dogs, couldn't even put together a line. By the time Dax died, all it was a couple males that were still around that could even be bred. Most of that shit died early. That was the legacy. I'm just being real. Miyagi, they had to kill him off 19 times and bring in a new dog just to keep something going, and he still doesn't have a line. His blood is still not prevalent. So it's two different topics, but it's like, man, yes, breeders should be proud of their legacies. And even if you are a retired breeder, which I'm not, and I'll take the challenge, I'll show current shit, but those guys, they should be proud of their shit and shouldn't have to have dummies. Well, what about now? It don't matter when you made it. If you made a bad motherfucker, you made a bad motherfucker. It's period. If Carlton Pratt decided to walk away from the game right after Kamali, guess what? He made a legend, a real all-time legend, something that you motherfuckers who jump on people's posts and talk shit about never have done. I made several dogs who fall into a category of possible legend, for sure legend, or could have been a legend. You know what I mean? Period. So you trying to down somebody because of their past work and then try to selectively ignore the shit that they putting in front of your face right now that their blood is still producing is weirdo shit. And this is another tactic in our community where these people try to muddy the waters and try to influence the way that people think. Now they think, oh, you got to have a new dog. You got to have a new dog. You know why they always tell you got to have a new dog? Because they dogs die so quick that they trying to push out everything they can right off top. To all my breeders who've ever produced anything, I don't care if your dog is 1 year old, 2 years old, if you produced dogs 10, 15 years ago, salute to you if you made a quality, good American bully. Don't let these dumb fucks make you feel like you can't post your shit or you can't do your shit because the dogs are older and all that shit. Man, fuck them. The people need to see the history of this breed, and I think it's really an attempt to try to erase the history of the breed, as many of them have done. But y'all let me know your comments. Is it such a taboo thing to put up a picture of a dog that might be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old? Put it in the comments. Until next time, peace.